So we are going to start on our backs. We have blocks at the top of our mat or a chair so that we're all set to support ourselves. And we will start on our backs. So come onto your back, extend your legs long, bring your arms out alongside your hips. And then go ahead and we'll begin by picking our head up, tucking our chin slightly to elongate the back of our neck, and then bring our head back down onto the floor. So you might feel a slight tuck of the chin, that's great. Then draw your feet out wider than the width of your yoga mat, so your heels are just off the edge of your mat. Bring your arms out and slide them a little bit wider so they're nice and wide. You're taking up lots of space. Release your current breath. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. We'll do that again. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. And then come into your natural breath. Maybe close the eyes. Bringing your awareness to your inhale and your exhale. Allowing the inhale to wash through the inside of the body. And allowing the exhale to release anything that you no longer need. Slowly allowing your inhale to grow deeper and your exhale to grow longer. Cleansing your insides with every breath. Take one more full cycle of breath. And then on your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Point your toes away from your fingers. Find a full body stretch. Really reach, reach, reach. Take another big inhale. And then as you exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe rock side to side on the sacrum, releasing any tension in the low back. Let this feel really good. If you like, you can draw your knees out as wide as your armpits. And then begin to draw circles on the ceiling with your knees. Releasing any tension through the hips, the low back. And continuing to breathe. Big, deep inhale. And big, deep exhale. Take one more breath. And then we'll slowly bring the soles of our feet down to the mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. Flex your right foot and then bring the outside of your right ankle to the top of your left thigh. Begin by pressing your right knee away from your face. Flexing through the right foot to protect the right knee. Wrapping your outer right hip around and down towards the floor. You can stay right here if you feel a lot of stretching sensation through the outer right hip, or you can pick up your left foot, reach your hands through the window you've created with your legs, and grab onto the back of your left thigh. Just as much as you pull your left knee towards you, press your right knee away from you, actively pushing that knee away, rolling that outer right hip around and down, still flexing through the right toes to protect your right knee. And here, sometimes I like to sway back and forth because it changes the stretch in my outer hip. If I find a particularly sticky spot, I'll stay there, take a nice big deep breath. Continuing to energetically press the right knee away from your face. And then bring the hips back to center if you rolled to one side slightly. And then on your next exhale, bring your left sole of the foot down to the floor, unwind the legs. Bring your left knee in towards your chest, flex your left foot, and bring the outside of the ankle to the top of the right thigh. Begin by pressing your left knee away from your face, rolling your outer right hip around and down towards the floor, still flexing through the left toes to protect the left knee. You can stay right here, or if you'd like a little bit more, pick your right foot up off the floor, reach through that little window you've created with your legs to grab onto the back of the right thigh. Just as much as you pull your right knee towards you, energetically press your left knee away from you, rolling your outer left hip around and down. And then again, maybe you move side to side, finding the spot where you feel that deep sensation. It should feel really good. We're not looking for pain, we're looking for sensation. Wherever you find it, take a big inhale and a big exhale. Rocking back to center. Unwind the legs, draw both knees into your chest. From here, we'll grab onto the backs of our thighs, and if it feels okay in your low back, we'll begin to rock backwards and forwards, massaging out the spine, being really mindful of the neck, maybe tuck the chin slightly to protect the neck. We'll slowly gain momentum until we can rock all the way forward onto hands and knees. Beautiful. From here, find tabletop. Hands are directly underneath our shoulders, knees are directly underneath our hips. Press down through the inner edges of your hands, press down to the tops of your feet. Take a big inhale, drop the belly, flare the sit bones, reach the chest towards the front of your mat. And as you exhale, push the floor away, tuck the tail, cat the spine. Again, inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. And as you exhale, push the floor away, cat pose. Inhale again, cow pose. And exhale, cat. As you inhale, come through cow pose. And then as you exhale, we're going to roll our hips over to the right and send them back towards our heels. We're going to make a huge circle with our torso and come back to center. Then we'll inhale, cow pose, and exhale, send that left hip over to the left, making a huge circle with our torso, and come back to center. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the belly one last time, cow pose. And as you exhale, come halfway, as if I've sucker punched you, scoop the low belly, tuck the tail slightly, and reach through the crown of the head. From here, inhale, extend your right leg straight back behind you, reach through your right heel. As you exhale, lower your right hip slightly so your hips are square to the floor. You can leave your left hand grounded, or inhale, reach your left hand towards the front of your mat. And as you exhale, push the floor away and bring your elbow towards your knee. Inhale, extend, reach out, grow really long. And exhale, curl it in, elbow to knee. Again, inhale and exhale. See if you can keep that right shoulder over the wrist. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Bring that left hand down and inhale, extend that right leg once again. Hips are square to the floor as you exhale. Then inhale, bend your right knee, sole of the foot is parallel to the sky, and then we're going to begin to press the foot up towards the sky in little pulses, like we're going to kick the ceiling up off of the walls. Instead of flaring the hip up, let this movement come from the inner thigh and the glute, pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop that motion and now begin to kick yourself in the butt energetically with your right heel. We're using our hamstring here, kicking for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. Bring that right knee down. Inhale, drop the belly. As you exhale, send that right hip over to the right. Make a big circle. And come back to center. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. And exhale, come back to that nice strong core. We'll inhale, extend that left leg straight back behind us. And as we exhale, roll that left hip down so your hips are square to the floor. Again, right hand can stay where it is. Or inhale, reach your right arm out in front of you. Exhale, bring your elbow towards your knee as you push the floor away with that left hand. Inhale, extend. And exhale, curl it in. Really push the floor away. Inhale. And exhale. See if you can keep that left shoulder over the wrist. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Right hand comes down. Inhale. Extend that left leg long. As you exhale, roll that left hip down. Hips are square. Inhale, bend your left knee. And as you exhale, begin to pulse the left sole of the foot up towards the sky as if you were kicking the ceiling up off the walls. Pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now begin to kick yourself in the butt with that left heel. The hips are still square to the floor. This is an energetic kicking. You're using your hamstring for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left knee down. Inhale, drop the belly. And as you exhale, roll that left hip over to the left. Make a big circle with the torso. And come back to center. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. Exhale, sit back on the heels, child's pose. Before we move on, just a quick note that child's pose is here for you whenever you need it. You can also come to a seat or just sit back on the heels with the shoulders over the hips to find your breath if at any point you lose it. Take a big breath here in your child's pose. And then as you inhale, come forward to tabletop. Shift shoulders past the wrists. As you exhale, flare the sit bones and bend the elbows down, bringing chest and chin to the mat. And then slither onto the belly. Hands are underneath shoulders, but slide them back slightly so the heels of the hands are in line with the bottom of the ribs. Press down through the tops of the feet. Scoop the low belly to press the pubic bone into the mat. Your glutes will tone slightly. Draw your elbows straight back. Take a big inhale, press into the mat, and lift the chest and reach it out towards the front of your mat. Take another big inhale here. And exhale, lower down to the floor. Tuck your toes. As you inhale, come to tabletop. And as you exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Walk the dog. Let it feel really good. Maybe switch the hips side to side. Press down through the inner edges of your hands. Think about energetically wrapping your elbows around and down towards the floor. It's almost like you're trying to unscrew jar lids away from the center in opposite directions with each hand. Gripping the floor as if you're trying to make a fist, but the floor is in the way. Use this sensation to push the floor away and send the hips up and back. Take a big inhale, come up high on the toes. And look towards your hands as you exhale. Take a little stroll to the top of the mat, forward fold. Beautiful. Widen your feet a little wider than your outer hips. Soften through your knees. And then bring your hands to opposite elbows. Drop your head down towards the floor. Maybe nod the head yes. And shake the head no. And maybe you begin to sway side to side. Come back to the breath. Let it feel really good here in this ragdoll pose. And then slowly releasing your hands so they dangle back down towards the floor. Press down through your feet. Soften through your knees, and then on your next inhale, begin to roll your way up one vertebra at a time. Your head will come up last. Beautiful. When you make it to the top, walk your feet in towards one another, inner hips distance apart or all the way together, whatever is comfortable for you. Press down through your feet. Scoop your low belly, so you draw navel to spine and pull your pubic bone up as you draw your sit bones down. Draw your low ribs in towards the center. Roll your shoulder blades together. Slide them down the back and flip your palms to face the front of your mat. Tuck your chin slightly and press the back of your head back in space. Reach up through the crown of your head. Feel your entire spine stacked, one vertebra on top of the other. Take a big inhale here. And open the mouth, exhale. Then inhale, our arms rise, reach up towards the sky, look up, and exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, reach the chest, and exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to your plank pose. Stay here as you inhale, or you can lower the knees. Exhale, move through your chaturanga, knees down or lifted. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg rises, reach it up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, push the floor away. Inhale, send it back up towards the sky. And again, exhale, knee to nose, really hug the knee in. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, step the foot in between the hands. Bring your left knee down to the floor. Untuck the toes. And inhale, sweep the arms up, rise up to low lunge, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Reach with the chest. Inhale here. And exhale, hands float down to frame that right foot. Shift backwards, straightening through that right leg. Our hips go back over our left heel. Actually, hips are still over the knee, so we're not coming all the way down. Keep the hips slightly lifted. Roll your right hip back and bring your left hip forward so your hips are square to the floor. This should move the sensation into the hamstring and the outer right hip. Take a big inhale, reach your chest out over your toes. And then as you exhale, melt your heart down towards your right knee. One more breath like that. Inhale, reach the chest. And exhale, melt the heart. Then as you inhale, come forward to the lunge, bending deeply into the right knee. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Exhale here. Press through your feet, and as you inhale, sweep the arms up. Now you're in a high lunge. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back and spiral the chest up towards the sky. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, straighten through that right leg and your hands come down to frame your right foot. You're high on the ball of the left foot. And just like we did on the floor, roll that right hip back to bring that left hip forward. It's a long stance pyramid pose. Inhale, reach your chest out over your toes. And exhale, melt your heart down towards your right knee. One more breath like that. Inhale. And exhale. Then as you inhale, bend into your right knee. Plant your hands on either side of that right foot. Take a big inhale. And open the mouth. Exhale. As you inhale, step that right foot to meet the left plank pose. You can lower the knees. Exhale, move through your chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg rises, straight and strong, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, push the floor away with your hands. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, knee to nose, hug the knee in. And exhale, send it back up. One more time. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, step the foot in between the hands. The right knee comes down, untuck the toes. And inhale, sweep the arms up, low lunge. Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, slide the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, reach the chest up towards the sky. And exhale, hands come down to frame that left foot. Shift the hips back, straightening through that left leg. It doesn't have to straighten all the way. Roll that left hip back, bring the right hip forward. Feel the stretch move into your outer left hip. As you inhale, reach your chest out over your left toes, and exhale, melt your heart. Take another big inhale like that, reach the chest, and exhale, melt the heart. Then as you inhale, shift forward, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee as you exhale, and then as you inhale, sweep the arms up, high lunge. As you exhale, shoulder blades slide down the back, and inhale, reach the chest up. Exhale, straighten through that left leg, and hands come down to frame that left foot. Once again, roll that left hip back, bring the right hip forward. Inhale, reach your heart out over your toes, and exhale, melt your heart over your knee. One more time, inhale, then exhale. Then inhale, bend into your left knee, plant your hands on either side of that left foot. Inhale here, open the mouth, exhale. As you inhale, step that left foot back to meet the right. You can lower the knees. Inhale here, and exhale, move through your chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Take 3 full cycles of breath in your downward facing dog. Once again, keep pressing through the inner edges of the hands and wrapping the elbows down. Push the floor away to send the hips up and back. After your third breath, on an exhale, make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, and exhale, fold. Press down through your feet and inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana, beautiful. Bring your toes together, your heels a sliver apart. Inhale here, and open the mouth, exhale. Bend your knees, drop your hips, and inhale, sit into your chair. Scoop your low belly, draw your pubic bone up as you turn your sit bones down towards your heels. Rock the weight into your heels, maybe you pick up all 10 toes. Inhale, reach the chest, and exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale here, maybe lower the knees. Exhale, move through your chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee to right armpit. This time, keep the hips nice and high. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, right knee to left armpit. Cross the body. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, knee to nose, push the floor away and step the foot in between the hands. The left heel is going to come all the way down so the foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Bend deeply into that right knee, and on your inhale, spiral your arms up, warrior 2. Beautiful. In your warrior 2, roll your outer right hip around and down towards the floor to support you. Your right knee is pointing out over the pinky toe side of your foot so that you can see your big toe and maybe a few of its neighbors. Press down through the knife edge of your left foot and roll that left hip back behind you so your legs are opening like a book. From here, bring your arms out wide, flip the palms up towards the sky. Inhale, shoulders come up towards the ears, and exhale, bring the shoulder blades together and down the back. Beautiful, stay here. Maybe flip the palms over. Maybe look out over your right fingers. Take a big inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. One more breath, inhale. Then one more exhale. As you inhale, straighten through your right leg. Keep rolling that outer right hip around. As you exhale, reach forward, shoulders shift forward, and then your hand comes down. You can bring it to the chair. You can bring it to your shin. You can bring it all the way down to the floor, triangle pose. Roll your shoulder blades together. Reach that left arm up towards the sky. Once again, roll that outer right hip around and down. You should feel this stretch. through your right hamstring. If you're feeling it at your right knee, right behind your right knee, bend the knee slightly. That's okay. Take a big inhale here, and take a big exhale here. One more inhale, then one more exhale. As you inhale, it's like I have a rope around your left wrist, and I'm bringing you back up to stand. Exhale, bend into your right knee, warrior two. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your right foot, pop up off your left heel. Inhale here, and exhale here. Then as you inhale, step that right foot back to meet the left, lower the knees, or as you exhale, move through your chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog, and exhale to your downward facing dog. To the other side, inhale your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, left knee to left armpit, hips are nice and high. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, left knee to right armpit, cross the body. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot in between the hands. Roll that right foot down, it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. Bend deeply into that left knee, and then as you inhale, spiral the arms up, warrior two. Beautiful, roll that outer left hip around and down. Knee points out over the pinky toe side of the foot, so you can see the big toe and maybe a few of its neighbors. Press down to the knife edge of your right foot. Open your hips like a book. Reach your arms out, palms face up. Inhale, shoulders come up to the ears, and exhale, draw the shoulder blades together and down the back. Maybe you flip the palms over. Maybe you look out over those left fingers. Take a big inhale, and take a big exhale. One more breath, inhale, and one more exhale. Then as you inhale, straighten through that left leg. As you exhale, shift forward, shoulders come past the hips, and then bring that left hand down to the chair or your block, to your shin, or maybe all the way to the floor. Keep rolling that left hip around and down, maybe soften through the knee. Reach that right arm up. Roll the shoulder blades together, take a big inhale, then take a big exhale. One more breath, inhale, then exhale. Then like I have a rope around your right wrist, as you inhale, come all the way back up to stand. As you exhale, bend into that left knee, warrior two. Take a big inhale here, and then as you exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your left foot, pop up off that right heel. Take a big inhale here, and open the mouth, exhale. Then as you inhale, step that left foot to meet the right. You can lower the knees, or exhale, move through your chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog, and exhale to your downward facing dog. Take 3 full cycles of breath in your downward facing dog, or you can always come down to child's pose to come back to the breath. After your third breath, on an exhale, make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Bring your big toes to touch, your heels a sliver apart, bend your knees, drop your hips, and inhale, sit into your chair. As you exhale, draw your sit bones down towards the heels, pull your pubic bone up. Inhale, reach the chest. Exhale, sit a little bit lower into the chair, and then inhale, push to stand, reach up, and bring your hands to heart center as you exhale. Come back to the breath, maybe close the eyes. All right, one more piece to learn, and then we'll add everything together and make it into a nice, beautiful flow. With the big toes together, the heels a sliver apart. Bend your knees, drop your hips, and as you inhale, sit into your chair once again. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. This will help center us here. Scoop the low belly, draw the sit bones down, and bring the weight slightly back into the heels. Now, grow roots through your right foot. Really, really push down through the right foot, maybe rocking the weight slightly over to the right side. Get light on your left heel. Take a big inhale here. And then as you exhale, reach that left leg straight back behind you, hinge at the hips, hips and begin to straighten through that right leg, warrior three. Roll your left hip down so your hips are square to the floor. You can grab onto your chair or you can grab onto your blocks. Great options. Take a big inhale and take a big exhale. And then as you inhale, bend into that left knee. And as you exhale, slowly and softly set that left foot down behind you. Sweep the arms up, high lunge. Exhale, roll the shoulder blades down the back. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands come down to frame that right foot. You can inhale, reach the chest, and exhale, step forward to forward fold and hang out there for a breath. Or plant the hands and inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, move through chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Take 3 full cycles of breath, either in downward facing dog or in your forward fold. Both options are beautiful. If you're in downward facing dog, after your 3rd breath, on an exhale, make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Everyone inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Bring your toes back together, your heels a sliver apart. Bend your knees, drop your hips, and inhale, sit into your chair. We gotta do the other side. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Grow roots down through your left foot. Maybe shift the weight slightly to the left. And as you inhale, pick up your right heel. Press down through that left foot, and as you exhale, pick that right foot up and send it straight back behind you, hinging at the hips and straightening through that left leg. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, roll that right hip down so that hips are square to the floor. One big inhale, and one big exhale. Inhale, slowly bend through that left knee, and as you exhale, slowly and softly set that right foot down. Sweep the arms up, high lunge. Exhale, roll the shoulder blades down the back. Take a big inhale, and exhale, hands come down to frame that left foot. Once again, 2 choices. You can step forward, forward fold, hang out there for some breaths, or inhale, step that left foot back. Exhale, move through your chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog, and exhale to your downward facing dog. Wherever you are, take 3 full cycles of breath. And then after your 3rd breath, on an exhale, make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bring your toes together, your heels a sliver apart. Bend your knees, drop your hips, and inhale, sit into your chair. Exhale, scoop the belly, draw the sit bones down, and sit a little bit lower. Inhale, push to stand, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Maybe close the eyes. Come back to the breath. All right, we are gonna add everything together. So you are welcome to follow along right now, or you can look at the screen and watch as I go through the flow once, and then we'll do it together once on each side. So feel free to just watch. Toes together, heels a sliver apart. I bend my knees, drop my hips, sit into my chair. I'm gonna inhale or exhale, bring my hands to heart center. Inhale, grow nice and tall, bring the weight into my right foot. And exhale, I'll lift my left heel. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, reach that left foot straight back behind me, warrior three. Inhale here. Exhale, roll that left hip down. Inhale, bend into my right knee. And exhale, step back, high lunge. Inhale here. And exhale, straighten through that right leg. Hands come down, long stance, pyramid. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to inhale, roll my left heel down. Exhale, bend into my right knee, and inhale, come back up to warrior two. Yes, if you're just watching, that's okay. Then we'll inhale, straighten my right leg, and exhale, reach forward, finding triangle pose. I'm going to take a big inhale here, and a big exhale here. Then inhale, come back up to stand, and exhale, bend into that right knee, warrior two. Inhale, And exhale, cartwheel, the hands pop up off that left heel. Inhale, reach my crown, and then exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Toes together, heels a sliver apart, bend the knees, drop the hips, and I'm back in my chair pose. Beautiful. So, if you did that with me, cool, that was a little warm up. We're gonna do that all together. We'll do it on the right side, then we'll do it on the left side, and then we'll cool down. Sound good? All right, wherever you are, come back to the top of the mat, big toes together, heels a sliver apart. We're gonna move one breath, one movement. So we're not gonna stay in any pose for very long, but you've been there before, so you should know where we're going. Heels together, or sorry, toes together, heels a sliver apart. Take a big inhale to prepare. Open the mouth, exhale. As you inhale, bend your knees, drop your hips, sit into your chair. As you exhale, hands come to heart center. Bring the weight into your right foot, inhale. Exhale, push down through that right foot and send that left leg straight back behind you, warrior three. Inhale, bend into that right knee, and exhale, set the left foot down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, straighten that right leg and hands come down. Inhale, reach the chest, and exhale, melt the heart. Inhale, roll that left foot down, and exhale, bend into that right knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up, warrior two. Inhale here, and exhale here. Then inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, reach those right fingertips out and come down to triangle pose. Take a big inhale, and take a big exhale. Then inhale, reach that left arm up, come back to stand. Exhale, bend into that right knee. Inhale here in your warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame that right foot. Inhale, reach the chest. And exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, toes together, heels a sliver apart, bend the knees, drop the hips, and inhale, sit into your chair. Right to the other side, exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, bring the weight into that left foot, and exhale, send that right foot back behind you, warrior three. Inhale, bend into that left knee, and exhale, step that right foot back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, straighten through that left leg, hands come down. Inhale, reach the chest, and exhale, melt the heart. Inhale, roll that right foot down. Exhale, bend into that left knee, and inhale, sweep the arms up, warrior two. Inhale, straighten that left leg, and exhale, reach the left fingertips and come all the way down, triangle pose. Take a big inhale, and take a big exhale. Then inhale, reach that right arm up, come back to stand. Exhale, bend into that left knee, warrior two. Inhale here, and exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame that left foot. Inhale, reach the chest and the crown, and then exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Bring the toes together, the heels a sliver apart, bend the knees, drop the hips, and inhale, sit into your chair. Exhale, scoop the low belly, sit a little bit lower. Inhale, push to stand, and exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Maybe close the eyes, come back to the breath. You did it. Beautiful. From here, when you're ready, blink your eyes open. We'll heel toe our feet out as wide as our yoga mat, turn our toes out. With the toes pointed out, hands still at heart center or hands together in prayer, we'll inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, bend your knees out over your toes, bring your hands back to heart center as you come down into Malasana squat. We're going to do that 3 times. So inhale, we rise, and exhale, we lower. Keep a nice strong spine. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, we lower. One more time. Inhale, and exhale. So here we are in Malasana. If you need to readjust, or you can sit, just sit down on a block if you had one, or just come down to your seat. We're going to inhale, find a nice long spine. And then exhale, curl through the spine. Reach your fingers out in front of you. Use your hands as counterweight. We're going to slowly see if we can bring our sit bones to the floor without plopping. And maybe it's, whoop, I almost did it. It's still a little bit of a plop, and that's okay. Lovely. And then go ahead, scooch back, extend your legs out in front of you. Beautiful. And now for my favorite thing in the whole world. Make fists with your hands. Lean back slightly, and then give yourself a massage. Get your glutes. Get your hip flexors. Get your quads, your inner thighs, the hamstrings. Let it feel really good. And then slowly let that go. Sit up nice and tall. We'll hug our left knee into our chest. Bring that left knee out wide. The left sole of the foot comes into the inseam of the right leg. Bring both sit bones onto the floor. So if you need to negotiate space with the fleshy part of your bottom, that's okay. From here, bring your hands to frame your right foot. Tented fingertips. Take a big inhale, grow nice and tall in the spine. And then as you exhale, keep that long spine and walk your hands towards your foot. Doesn't really matter how far they go. When you reach that point where you're going to naturally curl through the spine, stop walking the hands forward and just roll through the spine, melt the heart over that right knee. Continue to square the shoulders to the floor. You might begin to feel a tug through the left side of your low back as you roll that left shoulder down. That's okay. Take a big inhale and take a big exhale. As you inhale, see if you can grow a little longer through the spine, reach out through the crown. And as you exhale, see if you can release a little bit deeper into the stretch. Take one more breath. And then bring the hands back to tented fingertips, and on your next inhale, press into the hands and walk them back towards your hips. Come all the way back up. Beautiful. Bring your left knee back up towards the sky, and then step your left foot to the other side, the outside of your right leg. Lovely. From here, we're going to bring our left fingertips behind us. Use that to help you sit up nice and straight. Inhale, sweep your right arm up towards the sky, and as you exhale, twist to your left. You can hook the elbow, or you can just hug the knee in. Hugging the knee in for me brings a deeper sensation to the outer left hip, but you choose. Wherever you go, roll that left shoulder blade onto the back. Really spiral the chest open to the left side of your mat. Let every inhale help you grow a little bit taller, and let every exhale help you twist a little bit deeper. Take another big inhale, and another big exhale. As you inhale, unwind yourself, come back to center. We're going to bend our right knee and bring our right heel outside our left hip. Before you move your left foot, see if you can negotiate both sit bones back onto the floor. Then begin to walk that left hip over so that it's on the right side of your right hip. So it's not really going to be normal for you to, most bodies can't make this perfectly symmetrical, and that's okay. So the idea here is that both sit bones are on the floor, the knees are stacked, which looks different in every body, and you find a deep sensation that feels really, really good and maybe a little bit difficult in your outer hips. If you found that, find a place for your hands, maybe the shins, maybe the ankles, maybe the feet. Take a big inhale, grow nice and tall through the spine. If this is enough sensation, stay right where you are. If you want a little bit more, one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, begin to fold over your knees. Maybe you bring your hands out in front of you for support. Wherever you go, we're seeking deep sensation somewhere at about 6.5, 7 on a scale out of 10. 10 being pain, 0 being no sensation. We're seeking the stretch. So wherever you go, find that place. Stay there. Take a big inhale. And take a big exhale. See if your next inhale can help you find a little bit more length in the spine. And maybe your exhale can help you soften a little bit more into the stretch. Take one more breath. And then as you inhale, use your hands to come back up, shoulders over hips if you went forward over the knees. Beautiful. And now, my favorite transition in all of yoga. You're going to bring your hands to the outside of your right hip. Then you're going to press into your hands. You're going to press into your feet. You're going to pick your hips up. And you're going to walk your hands all the way over to the other side until your right knee is on top. Lovely. All right. So, once again, negotiate space so that both sit bones are on the floor. Knees, again, are stacked, which, like I said, looks different in every body. The heels are moving towards the outside of the opposite hip. Find the place with the sensation. Find a place for your hands. Take a big inhale, grow nice and tall through the spine. You can stay right here. Or exhale, begin to hinge forward, leaning out over your knees. Maybe bring your hands down for support. Once again, we're looking for deep sensation somewhere around 6.5 or 7 on the scale out of 10. Wherever you find it, stay there and breathe. As you inhale next, maybe try to find a nice long spine. And as you exhale, maybe you find a slightly deeper fold. Take one more full cycle of breath. On your next inhale, use your hands to push yourself back up, shoulders over hips. And then from here, we'll extend our left leg. Walk your right sole of the foot back towards the outside of that left leg to find the sole of the foot flat on the floor. We're going to bring our right fingertips behind us. I had to think about that. Right fingertips behind us and use that to help you sit up nice and tall. Take a big inhale, sweep that left arm up towards the sky, and as you exhale, twist to the right. You can hook the elbow or just hug the knee wherever you go. Sit up nice and tall. With every inhale, you grow taller, and with every exhale, you twist deeper. See if you can roll that right shoulder blade onto the back to really spiral the chest towards the right side of your mat. Continuing to breathe. Take one more big inhale and one more big exhale. And then as you inhale next, come back to center. And as you exhale, we'll step that right foot to the inside of the left leg. Turn the knee out. Bring the sole of the foot to the inseam of the left leg. Once again, negotiate so that both sit bones are on the floor, and bring your hands on tented fingertips to frame your left knee. Take a big inhale, grow nice and tall through the spine, and as you exhale, begin to walk your hands towards your foot, melting your heart down over that left knee. Square both shoulders to the floor. You might feel that sensation creep into the left side of your low back. That's okay, as long as it's not pain. It should feel like a gentle stretch. Maybe your next inhale helps you find a slightly longer spine. And maybe your next exhale helps you find a slightly deeper fold. Take one more breath. And then coming back to tented fingertips, press into them, and as you inhale, walk your way back up to your seat. Beautiful. Bring your right knee back up to center, and then bend your left knee so both knees are bent, both soles of the feet are on the floor. Grab onto your shins about halfway down between your knees and your ankles. Just like our cat-cow, we're going to inhale, send our belly towards our knees, draw the shoulder blades together, reach the chest forward, and then as we exhale, use our hands as a counterbalance, tuck your chin, curl through the back of your heart. Inhale, come forward. Then exhale, take it back. One more time. Inhale, come forward. Then as you exhale, take it back. Stay here. Really use the back of the heart Use the hands to stretch through the shoulders. Let this feel really good. Tuck the chin. Take another big inhale. And take a big exhale. As you inhale, release your hands. And as you exhale, begin to roll the spine down one vertebra at a time until you've come all the way onto your back. Beautiful. Make your way onto the center of your mat if you've made your way out of that nice spot. We'll bring our arms out wide to a T or cactus, whatever is most comfortable in your body. We're going to bring our right leg up and cross it over the left. You can hook the toes around the calf if you like. You do not have to. We're going to take a big inhale here with knees at center. And then as we exhale, we're going to drop both knees over to the left, coming into a twist. See if you can anchor your right shoulder on the mat. Use the weight of your knees to help you twist deeply. That twist should come somewhere in the center of the back. You can look over towards the right side of the mat to continue the twist through the cervical spine. Allowing every exhale to help you soften into this passive spinal twist. Take one more full cycle of breath here. And then as you inhale, bring the knees back up to center. And as you exhale, unwind the legs. We'll draw left knee towards chest and cross left leg over the right. You can hook the toe or not. Take a big inhale with knees at center. And then as you exhale, drop both knees over to the right. Left shoulder is anchored on the mat. The knees are heavy, and allow that heaviness to help you twist a little bit deeper. Maybe you turn the head towards the left side of the mat, allowing the twist to work its way all the way up into your cervical spine. And continue to breathe into your body. Take one more full cycle of breath. And then as you inhale, bring the knees back up to center. And as you exhale, unwind the legs. Situate yourself on the mat. Bring your hands back down alongside your hips and then extend your legs long along the floor. Just like we did before, we'll send our feet out as wide as our yoga mat. We'll bring our hands out a little bit wider, finding space, taking up additional space here. Wherever you are, release your current breath. Take a big inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. One more time, inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Releasing control over the body. Letting go of any exertion of the body that is not necessary. Releasing control over the breath. Allowing the inhales and the exhales to happen naturally and without your active control. Slowly soften the whole body. Soften the breath. Soften the mind. And rest. Begin to deepen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. Allowing the breath to wash over the body. Taking note of this feeling of deep relaxation. As you inhale, begin to bring new life back into the fingers and the toes. Slowly making little movements there. Maybe you begin to turn the head from side to side. Take a big inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. As you inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Once again, take a full body stretch. Another big inhale here. And as you exhale, draw your knees into your chest and roll to one side. Pausing for a moment. Cultivating a deep sense of gratitude for this moment of peace that you've created. Thanking your body for all of its work, for all the ways that it supports you throughout your day, throughout your yoga practice. Take another breath here. And then roll a little bit further and use the strength of your hands to press yourself to a comfortable seat. Once again, finding your sit bones even and grounded on the earth. Take a big inhale, reach the crown up for the sky, and open the mouth, exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. I am incredibly grateful for you and your practice. I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to connect in this way to one another and to ourselves. Bring your thumbs to the space between your eyebrows. Positive thought. Bring your thumbs to your lips. Positive speech. And bring your thumbs to your heart. Positive action. Namaste.